Welcome back to Racing WA TV for the third here at Kalgoorlie. The Built by Geoff Maiden over 1,100 metres, and Scott, Josh Brown and Luke Fernie, they're two young trainers here in WA that have a knack of trying to produce winners here throughout the round, in particular in the maidens over the years, and they control the market here with Sniper's Son and Psycho Sister.
And I'm pretty sure both of them have probably been telling connections for a while, we'll win on Hannans Handicap Day, and then all of a sudden they see the nominations and they've hit each other full-blown head-to-head here. Psycho Sister only had the one public appearance, Maiden in a maiden trial, and she was way too quick for them, so looks very speedy. On the other hand, Sniper's Son returns here as a 3-year-old, 2-year-old form outstanding.
Let's have a look at the horses in the yard, and we'll start with our top weight. That's Fire the Guard for Adam Durant and Clint Johnson-Porter.
Who they took to 2J last start to try and get that kill on the board after a frustrating run of minor placings, but unfortunately they weren't able to quite get there. Just got spat out the back early, didn't quite get the best of the starts, and that, for a lot of horses, is game, set, match at 2J. It can be a bit of a jump and run type of circuit. Expecting here with Clint Johnson-Porter going on today that they'll try and hold the spot from the draw.
The two is A Wee My Way for Brett Drury and Vic Corver.
Who has been back to trials in between preparations, hasn't raced for 52 days, so comes into it around 2 months between outings, and the recent trial finished 4th of 4, but wasn't really fully tested, and the horse that won that trial will go to the Ron Sayers Sprint worth $100,000 here on Saturday. From the inside draw, Vicky Corver should have enough speed to almost hold up leaders back, and if he does, he's probably an each-way chance.
3 Blackboard returns today for Paul Tapper and Christy Bennett.
Recent online purchase as well. Didn't pay a lot for this horse, only $3,000 at the Inglis online, and worth remembering that he did go around favourite or equal favourite in a Cranbourne Maiden back in January. Only had the 2 starts, both very spaced, both disappointing. Recent trial, though, was quite okay.
The 4 is gun midfielder Justin Robbins, Keshaw Duran.
Who's here today off the back of a disappointing return to racing when beaten 26 lengths by Date with the Devil. That was only 10 days ago. That was also over 1,400. Comes right back here today to the 1,100.
Here's our favourite. That's the 5, Sniper's Son. Winkers go on for the return. Josh Brown now trains. Brad Parnham takes the ride.
And the race form is sensational. 3rd on debut in a Crystal Slipper Stakes as a 3-year-old in November of 2023. Beaten 2 by 1 more too many. Then tipped out for a spell. Had 2 runs in the second preparation. Beaten 7 lengths by Siren Assault. And that was the day that she beat Bustling. And then went to the Perth Stakes when beaten 6.5 by Bustling. So a listed 2-year-old event to a country maiden. Understand why this horse is going to be very popular.
6 Prize Jewel. Blinkers come off today for Paul Tapper and Geoff and Johnson-Porter.
Who's only having her first start for a new yard as well. She had 4 runs when last in work for Luke Fernie. She's a prized icon mare. She's now with Paul Tapper here, who takes the blinkers off, puts Geoff and Johnson-Porter on. I thought worth noting here that normally Paul Tapper gives first option on his horses to Christy Bennett, and she's elected to go with Blackboard.
7 Lynn's Dakota having her second start for David Smith. Lakdaramoli rides.
And her 6th run of the campaign, so she has done a little bit of racing so far and has shown plenty of speed on occasion. Funnily enough, her form down in the provincial area is probably better than what she's showing here on top of the ground on the Goldfields. For whatever reason, not overly handling life up here.
The 8 is Jet Plains on debut for Peter Fernie and Lucy Fury.
Don't know a lot about this 3-year-old gelding, but he has been to the trials on numerous occasions, dating back to his 2-year-old days in December of 2023 and April of 2024. But as a 3-year-old here, he makes his debut against the older horses, and the recent trial was over 1,200 metres at Belmont, which may suggest that they expect that he'll get a little bit more ground than this.
The 9 is Psycho Sister on debut for Luke Fernie and Chris Parnham.
They've had to be patient. She is a 4-year-old mare making her debut, and this looks to be her first race preparation. She went to the trials at Belmont Park. She led them a merry dance. She won it by 1 3/4, and it was pretty soft late as well. Expecting that Chris Parnham will have licence to put the foot down early in an attempt to take up a really forward spot.
And the 10 is Where's the Horse? Blinkers go on for the debut run for Peter Fernie and Tash Faithful.
Who gets in with 54 kilos as a 3-year-old filly taking on the older horses. Wears a set of blinkers as well, and obviously has had a bit of time up here on the Goldfields coming through that trial on the 8th of September when beaten 6 1/4 by Can't Be Done. I thought she might need a couple of races for a bit of experience.
That's a look at the 10 runners ahead of the 3rd here at Kalgoorlie, the Built by Geoff Maiden over 1,100 metres. Let's have a look at this market where Sniper's Son has been really well backed. He's $2.90 into $2.40 now. As a result of the money for him, Psycho Sister has been easy. $3.10 out to $3.90. Fire the Guard is at $4.20. Jet Plains is a $14 chance. A Wee My Way is 8 out to $17. And Where's the Horse? Some specking on debut. $34 into $18. But the market is keen on one horse and one horse only. Scott, that is Sniper's Son. How do you order the 4?
I went with Psycho Sister, but again, expecting that she'd probably be able to burn her way to the top. Now, if she's forced to do a little bit of work or she's forced to sit in the breeze, it might be a different story here, Lockie, but I thought that she'd have more speed than Lynn's Dakota, and she's drawn inside of Lynn's Dakota. So I thought that Chris Parnham here could actually find the front on this Pride of Dubai mare, and she could run a race here on debut. But certainly the market suggests that this returning 3-year-old's going to be mighty hard to beat from Josh Brown's yard. Love all that 2-year-old form. Siren Assault, Jim Crack winner, Bustling, Perth Stakes winner, Karrakatta Plate winner, Sire's Produce winner. Up until earlier this week was going to be a runner in the Everest. So that form does read up exceptionally well for a country maiden. 1, Fire the Guard, he's very consistent type, but they've taken him to Gerald and he got rolled. They've taken him to 2J, he got rolled. They've tried a lot with him. There's a maiden in him very soon, but he has had his fair share of chances compared to this other lightly raced pair. And 6, Prize Jewel. I think this will be a handy mare for the Goldfields and Paul Tapper's yard. Should get a soft run here at her first up run without a trial, and she'll only get better as they step her out over a bit more ground. 9, 5, 1 and 6.
9, Psycho Sister on top for Scott, who continues to ease, now out to 420 with Sniper's Son into 225. It's been all one-way betting ahead of the 3rd here at Kalgoorlie. Scott, we've spoke about the pattern of the day at length. It's been difficult to see a pattern so far with 2 races run and won. How did you see this one playing out from a speed perspective, and where might we see some of the more fancied runners in running?
Well, as I've said, I think Psycho Sister's got the speed to cross, and I think that Lynn's Dakota will probably come along for the ride with her. I thought that Fire the Guard would use that barrier today. I know he doesn't jump that well, but I'm pretty confident that Clint Johnston-Porter will be scrubbing him along early to hold the spot. And for Sniper's Son, he sat 3 deep on debut in that Crystal Slipper, and then he showed a bit of speed from awkward draws in his next 2 runs. So I think today that Brad Parnham will be able to put him into a spot.
Scott is with Psycho Sister, who is now out to $4.40, but your favourite is Sniper's Son. Returns to the races today under the care of Josh Brown and goes around in the Brown family colours. Horses are joining the line well, so we hand you upstairs to Darren McCauley for the call of race number 3 here at Kalgoorlie.
Trainer Paul Tapper. Now, Fire the Guard is coming up towards its stall, and it goes on in there. So the rider here of Prize Jewel wearing a white cap. They're about to bring along Lynn's Dakota, Sniper's Son. First up today, Sniper's Son. And there's about 4 or 5 still that remain out behind the line, including gun midfielder, the favourite Sniper's Son. Carries the colours made famous way back in the 1970s by the Boulder Cup winner Pomme d'Or. Carried those same green and yellow hoop colours for the Brown family. Back in 72 it was. Long while ago. Now where's the horse? In the Geisel Park Silks. About to move forward, having its first run. And the same also for Psycho Sister. Now where's the horse? Tucked up inside of the gates, is ready. The starters across at the ladder. And we now only wait for the favourite Sniper's Son to move in. The built by Geoff Maiden, 1100. As the lights now flick to red, Sniper's Son takes its spot. The favourite ready. All set. And about to go. Flurry of activity from within the stalls. Up go 3 or 4 gate staff. Racing on this occasion. Gun midfielder missed it a step. Lynn's Dakota snagged right back toward the tail. The favourite, though, got out like a bullet. Straight to the lead, Sniper's Son. Settled a length and a half, 2 clear from Where's the Horse. A further 2.5, 2 on the inside. At the head of the others, a Weem away third. Followed closely by Prize Jewel. The pace is right on. Sniper's Son strung them out. Fire the Guard back in the clear. A further 2 lengths to Jet Plains and a further 3 behind those. Next of all, Blackboard, followed by Gun midfielder. Lynn's Dakota is next to last, and there's one without a rider here, and that's Psycho's Sister. Left its rider possibly back there in the starting gates. Coming to the turn, less than 400 to go, and Sniper's Son led by 2 coming into the corner from Where's the Horse. Getting up on the inside next of all is a Weema Way, and followed down the outside by Fire the Guard, but Sniper's Son going gangbusters. 150 to go. All Sniper's Son led by 4, Fire the Guard, who's making up ground, but it's all over, bar the shouting. Sniper's Son's going to trounce them first up with a brilliant win. Sniper's Son in a canter from Fire the Guard. Third prize Duel. Behind those next of all running on Lynn's Dakota, Jet Planes together, followed by a Weema Way. Then came Gun midfielder. Where's the Horse right back in the field in company with Blackboard, and the riderless Psycho Sister, having her first run, has completed the course and without the rider. Where's the rider? Try and get a bit of vision here of rider Chris Parnham. Psycho Sister. Was it the one maybe playing up inside the gates? Because there were barrier attendants flying up there into the stalls just before the stalls had opened. And Psycho Sister, they're trying to get hold of at the moment there. But the race goes the way of Sniper's Son. The favourite absolutely destroying its rivals. The Snippet Son 3-year-old back today with a vengeance with Josh Brown. Brad Parnham straight to the lead, ran them hard, stopped the clock at 105.36 and has won by 3.5 lengths, pulling up 2 1/4 second and third. Fire the Guard weighs in second. Prize Duel gets third. Fourth, 7 Lynn's Dakota. The interim numbers are 5, 1, 6 and 7. Opening up his winning account today, he's raced in very good company in all 3 starts so far. Sniper's Son comes to the Goldfields to claim a maiden victory by Snippet Son from Get the Vibe. For Josh Brown Racing, S.W. Brown, G. Hunt and also Miss Seaforder, and an armchair ride for Brad Parnham. Fire the Guard battled on valiantly, but never any danger to Sniper's Son by Safeguard from Sweet Aura. Clint Johnston Porter for the Durand stable, and 6 Prize Duel third by Prized Icon. First outing for Paul Tapper and ridden by Zeph Johnston Porter. And there's Chris Parnham, and getting a lift back there. He's okay, and the horse has been captured as well as he is handed the saddle from Psycho Sister. So a forgettable debut by the newcomer Psycho Sister. Race number 4 comes next. You've got the Tab Touch Maiden. Over 1,300 metres. Take out 2 If You Blush, 5 Miss Boudica, 8 Please Mister, 7 Will Run. Kesh Durun will ride number 4 in All Chillers. Lockie Taylor now joins us down in the yard. Brilliant win by Sniper's Son. No great surprise. Always showed plenty of ability. And we'll get a report as well on Chris Parnham, who's walked back to the jockey's room after that incident as well.
Exactly right, Darren. Thank you very much. First and foremost, great to see Chris Parnham walk back into the jockey's room, and at this stage he seems A-OK. But I'm now catching up with the winning trainer in Josh Brown. Josh, Sniper's Son, he showed terrific ability in his first couple of preparations. Obviously, you've owned the horse all the way along. Back in your care here today, he makes a winning return.
Yeah, it was good to see him do what he's shown us at home. His work's been very impressive, and even when we've pushed the button a couple of times, the riders have come back and said, I feel as though there's a couple more gears here. So it's very rare we get horses like that in our stable, but he's a cheap yearling. We only paid $7,000 for him as a yearling, and he's obviously paid us back already, so it's good.
What do you do with him now? Obviously the Kalgoorlie season is coming to an end shortly. Is he the type of horse that you take to Esperance and he just races through and goes through his grades?
Being his age, obviously being an early 3-year-old, he'll more than likely take him back to town, and he'll probably stay up there. Obviously with the West Speed and all that, it'd be a bit of a no-brainer to have a 3-year-old in Esperance to try and run the whole season out. So yeah, we'll give him his chance in town, and he can always find his home back in Esperance if that doesn't happen and measure up. Yeah.
And always a special win in those colours?
Very special, yeah. It was a little bit emotional today, to be honest with you. With Simon, Uncle Bob's son being in the horse, it means a lot, yeah.
Very well said, well done.
Thank you.
There's Josh Brown, and here's Bradley Parnham.
Bradley Parnham joins us now. Brad, probably better than your average Kalgoorlie maiden.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this horse has shown a bit of ability in town as a 2-year-old, so yeah, we thought it was probably going to be too good for him today, and wasn't sure where I was going to get, but when I jumped so clean, it just made it easy for me.
Like he travelled beautifully as well the whole way through.
Yeah, for sure. I really, like I said, began clean, but yeah, just travelled like the winner throughout, and gave good kicks. So yeah, look, there's definitely more wins in store for this horse.
You didn't ride Darling first up, but you trialled him. He looked like he trialled well.
Yeah, trialled well. Actually raced pretty good as well. So you know, if he gets a good enough run here today, I'd say yeah, we'd be going pretty close.
Barrier aside, it looked like a nice race for Ginger Baker.
Yeah, it's a bit sticky. You know, probably going to have to work out what we do once we jump, but if I get a good enough run, he's definitely good enough to be right amongst them.
Bradley's on the board in Kalgoorlie. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
There's Bradley Parnham combining with Josh Brown, and a really nice horse in the making in Sniper's Son, taking out the third here at Kalgoorlie. On the other side of the break, we'll be having a look at the trial report from Belmont Trials on Monday morning from Taylor Cortland and Digby Beecham.
Everybody knows you got your own sound. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, yeah, you like it, the way you like it now. Yeah, you like it, the way you like it. Oh, so good, so fresh. Get up on your feet.